It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Geno Smith. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Seahawks and the Bills. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. And we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we had a pair of teams who both got off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten up to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out is the seventh-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Allen taken right to the air. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. First down of the game for James Cook. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Cook trying this one up the gut. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. A Maffei bringing that play to a halt. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Another one for Cook. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sports, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the Seahawks have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. The NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Hey, go flip her up. There we go, son.
They go play action. Here's Smith. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Walker now from the gun. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Blitz coming for Smith. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. He's trying to go deep again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Slot man motioned over. Allen setting up play action. That's taken in by Samuel. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Running back sent in motion. Allen gonna throw again. Connects with Cook. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To throw again, it's Allen. He'll get this to Samuel. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get into the end zone there. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead. Bass now to kick this away. Eskridge to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
There we go, Sonoma.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
There we go, Sonoma.
From the 27. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Running it after the penalty. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 48. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a close one here. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Has it downfield working the left. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Throwing off the play fake here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third, Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Charbonnet crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second-quarter lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Pass complete to Cook. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41, finds Kincaid. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Bills 1st down. This is Cook, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Allen on 3rd down. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Smith working quickly here. From the 28. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And he's brought down for a loss.
How many times, Kate, how many times we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Allen now on 1st down. Cook calls it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was...
Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out.
This is the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks go up by 12. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Bills with the football. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On first down, Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. Has some room to work. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a one-score game before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Eskridge on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Hey, here we go, hey. Here we go,
Smith on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So it's second down coming up.
There we go, Sonoma.
Back to the air, it's Smith. He's on the move. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
There we go, Sonoma.
A play fake, now Smith to throw. Locates Lockett along that sideline, and he's got it. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Here we go, hey.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Try getting it to Tyler Lockett. And it sets up second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast, we're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Matthew Stafford, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Skylar Thompson, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. For the Seahawks in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, Geno Smith. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
There we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
First and 10. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. This is ahead for about 5. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Again, it's Cook. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Julian Love. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. He gets it away now from his own end zone. Oof, defense has some work to do after that kick. This one down at the 45. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Jukes his way into the clear. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Allen to throw. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins makes the play. 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he gives to Charbonnet, coming right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready? There we go, son.
This is Charbonnet heading right. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
There we go, son.
Another carry for Charbonnet. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. So no return on that punt. And the Bills will take over deep in their own territory. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Allen now on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They motion the tight end over. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now with Allen. Nabs along that sideline. Samuel. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
56, 56. Look out. Look out.
From the 28. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
There we go, Snow.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
There we go, Snow.
Smith in the pistol. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey. Come on.
Smith setting the throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Official signaling for a timeout. It's taken by the offense.
Come on.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
There we go.
Looking to throw, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here we go.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Throwing it deep off his back foot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over possession. On 1st down, Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First and 10, here's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
To throw again, it's Allen. Cook calls it in. He's got it in the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Running back sent in motion. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one's caught. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Bills feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Going right side, Davis with it. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Davis can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Seattle.